Welcome Libra to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 10th of July for the Sun or the Ascendant. Your relationship sector, but also your ruler Venus, comes sharply into focus this week. It begins on Monday when the quarter moon in Aries, your 7th house, angles sharply to the Sun in the very prominent 10th house. That's a lot to do with how you connect to the wider world and your relationships to line managers, but potentially your parents, or if you're a parent, to your children. And it could be one of those weeks when, however much you try to lean into how other people see things, someone could be resistant to your viewpoint. This is emphasized furthermore because on Wednesday, the median node returns to the sign of Aries for the first time in 17 years. The true north node arrives next week. But this angles up sharply to Pluto in your sector of emotion. Also, Venus, your ruler, is in rather an obtuse angle with Neptune. And it may be, however generously spirited you are, someone may not necessarily just be very receptive to that approach. One of the issues here is that on Monday, Mars moves into your 12th solar house, and it's going to be here for the next 6 weeks. What Mars can do in this sector, having transitioned from the friendliest part of your situation, is it is a place within our chart which is more reflective. But Mars can, of course, be to do with conflict, and the 12th house can be to do with secret enemies. So it's not that anyone is necessarily going to manifest their opposition to you in an outright obvious way. It may be subtle opposition or resistance that you start to feel. But also, during Mars's long transit over that 6 weeks, any residual frustrations you've been dealing with for some time could be reactivated. The great news, however, is that Mercury replaces Mars in Leo on Tuesday in your sector of friendship, joining up with Venus. And I feel that the best way to deal with some of this week's challenges, Libra, is to really show that you're the bigger person. Rise above anyone's petty responses or anyone who's withholding. Because you are someone who likes to keep things in balance, when you don't get a response that balances your reaching out, that can leave you feeling rather bereft. But you know, Uranus is actually forging quite a dynamic link to the Sun, and if you focus your efforts on the creative things you're doing around your work or your worldly role, and just keep going with the level of goodwill, networking with the people who do get where you're coming from, that can definitely give you a return. And over the next year and a half, some truly significant things can unfold for you when it comes to your relationship situation. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and embrace more serious astrology, if you order your year 2024 personal forecast now, based on your unique birth data, I will prepare for you the rest of 2023, and in my special package, you'll get 30% off and also your character analysis report, your life roadmap, which really gives you some incredible understandings of the patterns that have played out in your situation so far. Please see beneath this video for more. But for now, take care and goodbye.